Hey guys, and welcome back. If you didn't already know, I'm Rob with INN Gaming, and today we'll be taking a look at one of my favorite Hearthstone decks. I don't even know what to call it, but we're going to call it that Warlock deck that shits on your face. This is a deck that you guys have definitely seen before. It's definitely getting up there in the meta. A lot of people are playing it. It's highly annoying, and it does really well. So I decided to build it and do a little bit of a Warshack style to it. I changed it up a little bit. Yeah, some of the cards you'll definitely have noticed, but a lot of the cards in here aren't normally the cards you'll see 100% of the time. So let's get started with the deck list. I'll explain what cards are in the deck, how many I have of them, why I have these cards in the deck, and then right after that we'll hit up some ranked. We'll play 3 games and we'll see how we do within those ranked. Right now I believe I'm ranked either 13 or 14, but we'll see how high I can get to at the end of the 3 games. And like I said, if you do not care to see what's in the deck, or you just will see it anyway through me playing, feel free to speed ahead and skip to the gameplay so you know how to play it. With that, let's get started. We're running 2 Soulfires. It's a 0-drop, deal 4 damage, discard a random card. You'll probably be using this mostly to end the game. It's good 4 damage just to get, like, let's say they've got 4 or 5 health left and it's the end of the game. Just throw this out there, you'll win. When you're using it to get rid of a creature, just remember you're getting rid of 2 of your cards to their 1. So make sure you have the upper hand and card advantage before you start throwing this around and thinking you're doing work, but instead actually you're just destroying yourself in the process. Heading down to our 1-drops, we've got the Mortal Coil. This is a deal 1 damage, and if it kills it, draw a card. In my perspective, this card should just be deal 1 damage, draw a card. A rogue card has the same effect. I think it's called Shiv or something like that. It's deal 1 damage and draw a card. I don't know why this has to kill the creature, but either way, it's a good card. It always seems that your opponent gets their creatures down to 1 health and you have no way of killing it. Right here is a nice way to finish them off. Running 2 of these. Running 2 Ancient Watchers. These guys, it seems so pointless. It's a 2 for 4 or 5, can't attack. So you're like, why the hell would I play him? Well, running up is the Ironbeak Owl, and this is another 2-drop, and it says Battlecry, silence a minion. With this, you can silence this Ancient Watcher, allowing him to attack, and for a 2-drop for a 4 or 5, that is absolutely broken. So running that Ironbeak Owl, along with the Ironbeak Owl, is able to silence whatever creature you want. It's just the Ancient Watcher, it works really well. Let's say you can't draw an Ironbeak Owl. Well, you've got the Sun Fury Protector here, and it gives adjacent minions taunt. So you play your Ancient Watcher on turn 2, follow up with the next turn of Sun Fury Protector. You have a 2-drop for a 4/5, and it has taunt. So they're just going to have to get through that wall early on in the game, which on turn 2 to 3, having a 4/5 on the field with taunt is absolutely, it's like having the Great Wall of China there on turn 1 or 2, or 2 or 3. Either way, you know what I mean. Anyway, through that, we're going to move down here to our 3-drops, the Shadow Bolt. You don't have to have this card in the deck. I just like it because a lot of people are playing a lot of Azar Drakes and Gadgetzan Auctioneer. Both of those have 4 health. This is a 3-drop, that's a 4-drop. So you're getting rid of their 4-drop with your 3-drop, and it kills it in 1 shot. So with that, it's a really nice card to have. I think you don't have to play it. You can change it out with some stuff. But Shadow Bolt has never done me wrong. I wish it just did 4 damage in general, but we can't always get what we want. Moving down to another 3-drop, the Earthen Ring, Fierceer. He's a guy, he does things. 3-drop, 3 for 3, doesn't seem that great. Restore 3 health. This is either good restoring your life, or let's say he attacks your Ancient Watcher, it's down to 2 health. Heal that baby back up for 3 more health. Overall, it's a decent card. You can change it out with some stuff, but I would recommend having it in the deck. He normally gets you out of those tough situations in which you're like, oh no, a creature has to die. Well, it doesn't really have to die. Moving down here to the 4-drops, the Hellfire. This is deal 3 damage to all characters. This includes all creatures on the field and both players directly. Remember, it does damage to the characters too. Don't suicide yourself. Don't be that guy. As you can see in the picture, it's killing Murlocs. This is definitely a good field clear to get rid of Murlocs. This can get rid of the War Leader because it has 3 health, and it almost can get rid of Old Merc Guy who has 4 health, but he's only left with 1 life left, and then that's when your coil comes in. You use that, you draw a card. Everybody's happy besides the guy who's running Rush Murloc. Heading down to another field clear, the Shadow Flame. This card is really, really nice. It's destroy a friendly minion. That's not so nice, but it deals its attack damage to all the enemy minions on the field. So let's say you've got an Ancient Watcher on the field. He can attack, swing with him directly, and then blow him up to get rid of him off the field. Does 4 damage to everybody on your opponent's side. Really, really nice field clear, especially let's say they've got some, let's say they got 2 or 3 giant creatures on the field. Well, you could have changed out your Earthen Ring Farseer for the Power Overwhelming. It makes it an 8/8 or whatever, or an 8/9, and then you Shadow Flame it. Now it does 8 damage to all creatures on your opponent's side of the field. That can get rid of a Ragnaros along with pretty much any other creature in the game, as long as they don't have, like I said, above 8 health. With that said, moving down to another 4-drop, Defender of Argus. This guy is your best friend in the deck. He is an absolute staple. He is a winner chicken dinner. Give adjacent minions 1/1 plus taunt. He's a 4-drop for 2/3. His stats suck ass, but his ability is just what makes him great. With this deck, you're pretty much waiting till about turn 4 to 5. Then you'll be summoning your Twilight Drakes, your Mountain Giants, and your Molten Giants. And you're giving these 8/8 creatures taunt. And you're giving them +1. We'll get into them later, and you'll see it in the gameplay when we get some gameplay in here and how to play this effectively. But Defender of Argus, he's in your hand. Keep him in your hand. He's a great card. Moving down to the Twilight Drake, running 2 of these, of course. It's gain +1 health for every card in your hand. 4-drop. This is great because by the time you play him on turn 4, he's either a 4/9 or a 4/10, and that's retarded on turn 4. But he has the second best card that would par up with him is the Chillwind Yeti, and that is a 4/5 on turn 4, and this guy's a 4/9. So he beats out the Yeti by at least 3 to 5 health, depending on how many cards you have. Moving down to our 5-drops, the Abomination. I have changed this card around a lot in the deck. It seems Abomination works all right. You can change this card for what you think would work best. Maybe another Faceless Manipulator. That wouldn't be a bad way to go at all. But right now I'm running this Abomination, and that's just for the field clear, just in case your opponent's running a Rush, which you see a lot of. You see a lot of people running Rush. So that's why I have so many field clear cards in this deck, along with so many taunts. So this guy's a 5 for 4/4, not the best stats, but he has taunt, which is nice, and he does 2 damage to all characters when he dies. So it's a field clear in himself. Plus he's a 4/4 with taunt. So really nice card. Faceless Manipulator. This guy is just fantastic. He can copy whatever the hell you want. So let's say you've summoned your Mountain Giant. He's an 8/8. You give your Mountain Giant taunt with the Argus Defender. He's a 9/9 with taunt. Couple that with a Faceless Manipulator. Now that you have 2 9/9s with taunt on the field, what the hell is your opponent going to do? You can deal 18 damage in 1 turn, and they've got to get through the Great Wall of China to get to you. So like I said, run 2 of these guys if you can. I definitely would. I just honestly just don't have enough dust, as you can see right now, to buy another one of these guys. I recently just purchased 2 Mountain Giants and 2 Molten Giants for this deck because I didn't have those cards. I don't know how I don't have them, but I didn't, so I had to buy them, and that's why my dust is looking low. Heading down to our 6-drop, we've got the Siphon Soul. It's destroy whatever the hell you feel like, restore 3 health to your life. Really nice card for 6 mana. I'm running 2 of these, of course, and it's like I said, it's your polymorph kind of for this deck, but it just gets rid of it and it heals you. So nice card. Bloodhoof, you don't have to have this guy in the deck. I just like him because coupled with the Faceless, if you want to summon 2 of these guys, it's really fucking obnoxious for your opponent unless they're a priest and they silence everything. But normally they don't have 2 silences back to back, and this guy, your opponent has to waste at least 2 to 3 cards to kill him, plus that Death Rattle to summon himself again. Really annoying, really nice card, but again, you don't have to have him in this deck. He's just a nice card to have if you do have him. Running down here to the Ragnaros, the 8-drop, skipping over the 7-drop. Ragnaros is by far probably one of my favorite legendaries. If you don't have a legendary or not sure what legendary to get, this guy is probably one of the best starting legendaries to get. You don't have to be a professional player, not saying I am, or a pro player to know when to play him, how to play him correctly. You play Ragnaros whenever the hell you feel like it, and Ragnaros is going to do work. He always does work. He is that fiery fucking monster that destroys everything, dealing 8 damage as soon as you bring him out and end your turn. He is just fantastic, and like I said, get him if you can. Heading down here to the Mountain Giant. The core of this deck revolves around these 2 cards. Well, these 2 kinds of cards, but 2 cards of them in each section. So, of course, you're going to run 2 Mountain Giants. Of course, you're going to run 2 Molten Giants. And this card states that costs 1 less for every card in your hand. But guess what? You're running a Warlock deck. And what do you do in a Warlock deck? You draw the shit out of your deck. Sack 2 health, draw 1 card. That is what you do. Don't forget, eat, sleep, rave, repeat, and draw cards. That is your goal. So, From turn 1 to 4, you're literally sacking your life, drawing as many cards as you can. On turn 4, if you've done that, you can play this guy on turn 4. Playing an 8/8 on turn 4 is absolutely retarded. The following turn, you've got 5 mana. You can either throw down your Sun Fury Protector or your Defender of Argus. Now you've got a 9/9 with Taunt or just an 8/8 with Taunt. And the following turn, you continually just plow down with 8/8s. You Faceless, make another one, you Twilight Drake because your hand is full. This deck is absolutely retarded. It is so well built and it revolves around these guys that it just does. It's amazing. You guys will see the gameplay of it soon enough. But like I said, just keep that in mind when watching the gameplay. And the Molten Giant, this guy costs less for each damage your hero has taken. Doesn't sound that great, but guess what? You've been sacking your life since turn 1. You're kind of low. You're around 10 to 15 health. When you're at 10 health, this guy is a 0 cost. You can play an 8/8 for freaking free. For free. It's like going to, a buffet and getting everything for free because you're fat? Oh, that was kind of rude, sorry. But anyway, he's free to play if you have 10 health or less. That is absolutely ridiculous. So you can, if you have a Faceless in your hand, you can play this guy for free, play a Faceless, make 2 8/8s in 1 turn for the cost of 5 mana, then throw down a Defender of Argus. You can have 2 9/9s with Taunt and an Argus in the middle of them for a 9 mana. Retarded. Who the hell is going to get through that unless you're a mage and you waste both polymorphs, or let's say you're a paladin or you have an equality and then you consecration. But those are bad circumstances. We're not going to go down on the bad. We're just up all in the good right now. Up all in the good. Yeah, perfect grammar, Robbie. Perfect spelling. Not spelling anything. Anyway, all of that aside, let's head into a game here. Let's see how this deck is played, and let's get into it. All right, so heading into the first game here, I'm so sorry you weren't able to see me actually go into the queue. I started Fraps, and then it crashed, and by the time I got it back up and running, the game has already started. So with that, we are playing a Druid deck, and that Druid is gonna go, and he's gonna hit me for 1 and end his turn. So with this, it's turn 2. I could play my Argent Watcher, but I'm not. I'm just gonna sack 2, draw 1, and end my turn because I do have a Mountain Giant in my hand, and I'm going to play this Mountain Giant, and he's just not gonna like it. Nobody likes a Mountain Giant on turn 4, but that's what he's gonna get. So let's see what this Druid's gonna do. He's going to Wild Growth, giving him 4 mana for the next turn, and then when it's his turn again, he's gonna have 5. So he's gonna be 1 mana above me. Well, I guess technically 2. Either way, I'm going to sack 2, draw 1, and since I've really got nothing else to do, I'm just going to end my turn. I've got 9 cards in hand, so actually, I might coin an Ancient Watcher. Yepper, I'm going to coin an Ancient Watcher, and then I'm going to end my turn. So now the following turn, when I draw 1, I'll have 4 mana, and then I'll have an extra card in my hand, making the Mountain Giant worth 4, so then I'll be able to play the Mountain Giant. The following turn, I'll most likely follow up with either a Twilight Drake or the Sun Fury Protector, depending on what this Druid plays. It's kind of broken how this Druid has 5 mana, and I only have 3. He's got 2 mana ahead of me. It's not very nice at all. So he's following up with the Sun Fury Protector, and for some reason, he said a natural mistake. Poor guy. Well, that sucks. He played in the Sun Fury first and then a creature. Oh man, rank 14 for you. So I'm going to follow up with my Mountain Giant. Hopefully he can't kill it. I mean, he has 6 mana compared to my 4, so he could swipe and Wraith. That would get close to killing it, if not kill it. Let's see what he does. The card advantage, though, is looking real on my side. 2 cards on field. He has 2 cards on field, but I have 8 cards in hand. He has 5. So he's going to keep her, deal 2 damage. I supposedly think so. Yes. He's not going to silence my. He's not going to silence my Sentry. That'd be stupid. So he's going to deal 2 damage and then deal 3 damage, leaving him at 3 health. And then he's probably going to swing with his Harvest Golem and his Sun Fury Protector to get rid of that Mountain Giant. That's looks like exactly what he's going to do. My 8/8 has been down at the cost of him using like 4 cards. Back to my turn. I've got a nice full hand, so I'll play my Twilight Drake and then coil afterwards, so I have as many cards as my hand, or any cards in my hand as possible, so the Twilight Drake does get that bonus health. Don't play cards and then Twilight Drake, guys. Don't make mistakes like me in the prior games of playing this deck. It took a little bit for me to get used to this deck. As you can see, the cards are a little bit, it has to be played appropriately, this deck. It's really funny how when you first start playing it, you really don't know how to play this kind of deck, but you'll get used to it through playing, and you'll see all the combinations you can do. And this deck is really crazy. Like, This deck is a comeback deck. You can get down to like anywhere between 15 to 5 health, and then all of a sudden you can come back and beat them even if they have 30 health, just because of the power of the creatures in this deck. So he's gonna follow up with a Harvest Golem, and what you're gonna do with all that junk inside your hand. You've got 3 cards, I've got like a million. What are you gonna do? He's gonna swing for gold, and he's gonna swing for me directly, and he's pretty much just gonna leave my Twilight Drake and my Sentry alone. And when I say Sentry, I mean my Ancient Watcher. I don't know why I call him Sentry. He just honestly looks like a Sentry. Like, I don't know. It's just, I'm gonna say Sentry, it's not gonna stop. So I'm gonna follow up with my Twilight Drake and another Sentry. Remember, play your Twilight Drake first, and then all your other cards. Do not play other cards and then your Twilight Drake. So overall, this game is looking like it's going to go in my favor. Really not much he can do here. I mean, next turn I'll be able to Defender of Argus my my Twilight Drakes, and then on top of that, Sun Fury Protector, but it looks like he's gonna be doing shit. So he's gonna deal 1 damage to my Sentry, and he's gonna draw 1. I'm not sure what he's gonna do. Innervate, so now he has 8 mana. Ooh, the Ragnaros. Alright, he had a plan. Good thing we have a Siphon Soul in our hand to get rid of that Ragnaros. So it looks like our future. Oh, he almost killed one of my Twilight Drakes. So we're gonna have to definitely get rid of Ragnaros. That's gonna have to go. See, like I said, Siphon Soul for the win. It did put us at no mana though, and next turn our Twilight Drake will be dying, but unfortunately, things always don't go to plan. Ragnaros popping out of the freaking middle of the earth and destroying one of my Twilight Drakes is a sad moment, but my Twilight Drake did live. He did have 9 health. Ooh, a swipe. He's gonna swipe what? Which creature? Oh, me directly? Not sure what the plan was there, and I don't know why he wouldn't have picked a creature. I guess he's just going for... I guess he knows he's not gonna win card advantage, so he's just attacking me directly, trying to get me as low as he can. But the thing is, he doesn't know that I have a Molten Giant in my hand that now costs 2. So, gonna summon this good little Mountain Giant here, a Molten Giant. Defender of Argus, these 2 Sentries, since they can't attack, I'm gonna make them die first. Why, I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna make them attack the 2 creatures that I can't attack first. So it obviously makes sense to have them attack the Sentries first. I'm gonna swing for 4, and I'm going to end my turn most likely. I don't feel like giving the 2 left creatures a Sun Fury Protector because there's no reason. I've already got 2 taunts on the field. If you can get through these 2 taunts and 12 health in 1 turn with 5 cards in hand total, he deserves to win. If not, next turn it does look like I'll be it's gonna be GG next turn if he doesn't do something big here. So let's see what this little Druid guy does. Ooh, a Force of Nature. That's definitely something. I wonder if he's gonna Savage Roar. That'd be a bad combination. That'd make me very unhappy. So he's gonna sacrifice his Harvest Golem. There's the first Trent going down. He's got 1 more Sentry to go through, and it looks like that's going to take literally all of his attack power in 1 turn to get through those Sentries, which is what I thought it would. So I'm gonna give him the well played because it is. The Defender of Argus, I'm gonna put in between these 2 right here, giving them just enough attack power to leave him basically at 1 health. There he is, 2 health. And I'm just gonna Soul Fire for the game. So, as you can see, he did get me quite low, but that's the whole point of this deck is you're going to be basically around anywhere between 5 to 15 health on a normal game because of all of the drawing you're going to be doing and the fact that you kind of want to be low because of the Molten Giant. So, let's head into another game here. Let's see if I can pull off some good combinations like I did that game. That Druid probably wasn't, I don't know, he did alright, but it wasn't really a breathtaking game. It was kind of just like he slowly rolled over and finally he kind of just like laid there, and then I patted his belly kind of and gave it a good rub. So, worthy opponent. Who are we playing? A rogue. Ooh. A rogue named Jin. Or Jin? I don't know. He sounds good. We'll see how good he is. So, this hand is looking absolutely atrocious. I don't know if I should get rid of Abomination. I think I will. A 5-drop is just too early in this game. So goodbye, Abomination. Even though you're a cool guy, I think I'm gonna have to get rid of you. And this hand is looking almost just as bad. It's a little bit better because of Sun Fury Protector, so as long as I draw a Sentry, I'll be straight at least from turns 1 to 4, since I'm not really doing anything anyway those turns. Looks like this rogue is having just as hard time as me with his hand. You feel like doing anything there, buddy? Jin is not sure what he wants to do. He is ranked 13 though, and I'm only ranked 14, so I'm at a disadvantage, guys. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do here. I am also going first, which is kind of, I don't like, but there's my Sentry. So I wish I could have gone second, but whatever. Not a big deal, I guess. By far the most annoying rogue opener and most OP opener I can think of is either a mage opener where you can coin Mana Worm and then Mirror Image and then have a 2/3 on turn 1 with 2 taunts, or a rogue opener where you can coin and then summon the combo card that makes another creature come out, so you can have 2 2/1s, and then on turn 2 you can have a weapon and 2 2/1s. It's really broken what a good opener on a rogue can do, but it looks like that he can't do that. So I drew another Watcher. I'm going to sack 2, draw 1 since he hasn't done anything yet, and I got an Ironbeak Owl too, so that couples well with the Watchers and my Protector. So this hand is getting it's getting better and better every card I draw. So not sure what this rogue is going to do. Hopefully my best bet is he just throws down his weapon and attacks me for 1. That's probably the safest thing for me. So it does look like he's going to do that. And he's going to swing for 1, obviously, and end his turn. So here, I think I'm going to Ancient Watcher just because I want to put some pressure on him early game. I don't want this rogue to be able to build up anything, because I know all those combo cards and shit just go freaking insane if you let it run wild. It's like a weed in your yard. There's like 4 sprout. It's like the 4-leaf clovers, but not the 4-leaf clovers. And then like you build a garden and they just take over the garden. Sorry, I'm getting off topic here. Anyway, he summoned a 1/4. I'm not familiar with that card. I know it gives 1 spell power, but a lot of people don't really play it. So I'm just going to summon my Ironbeak Owl, sack 2, draw 1, and I'm going to finish off that creature. Since it only had 1 health, normally I would have attacked directly because I would have much rather did 4 damage and then kill a creature with 1 health, but it gave him +1 spell power, and it gave me 1 card advantage for only taking 1 life. So not a bad gig there. Not a bad gig at all. So he's going to summon another spell power. So it looks like he's running a rogue spell power deck. Haven't really seen that one before, but whatever. From here, I know I'm going to have to get rid of these spell power cards, and I don't want my Sentry to die. Because if I commit suicide, I could Soulfire. But then I would get rid of a card in my hand, which totally negates the fact of me getting card advantage. So I think my best bet is to Earthen Ring, heal him up, get him to 5 health, attack the Ogre. It'll get me another card advantage up. Like I said, he'll have 1 health, but if the Rogue attacks my Watcher anyway, because it has 1 health, he'll take 4 damage, which was the initial point of having him out. So let's see what this Rogue does. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some field clear, because I have 2 cards that have 1 health each, and then a card that has 3 life. So, and his hand is looking mighty full, so I'm not really sure what he's going to do. So he's going to take 3 to the face. He's going to coin. Not really sure where he's going with this. He's going to Shiv. Oh, never mind. Shiv costs 2, not 1, so it's not like Coil. My bad. Oh, and then the Blade Fury. He's going to kill my entire field. Oh, that field clear, though. So, turn 6. Since he has no cards on field, and I'm not gonna do a Ancient Watcher and then give him a taunt because there's no reason, I'm just gonna summon this guy and end my turn. So now hopefully he doesn't have a silence, and if he does, that's unfortunate. Next turn, if I draw a Faceless, that would be really great too, because then I could Faceless Manipulator and then summon a Sun Fury Protector in between them. That would make for his day to not be so swell at all. But we'll see, we'll see. Another spell power card, dealing 4 damage to the enemy hero for a drop of 1. That's like a Mind Blast, kind of. So here comes the Shadow Bolt. Like I said, 3-drop, and I said previously earlier that people are playing a lot of Azar Drakes, so it did exactly what I said it would. And then I'm gonna put the Sun Fury Protector. I think I'm just gonna put him in the middle. I don't know why I put him on the side, actually. I don't know why even then that crossed my mind. So let's see what this rogue is gonna do to get rid of these 2 4/5s. One of which has a death rattle that's going to come back and haunt him. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He's gonna Auctioneer, another 4/4, a rogue's best friend. I hate that freaking card. If a rogue knows how to do what a rogue does, that Auctioneer will literally win them a game in 1 to 2 turns. So he's gonna do 1 damage, draw a card, and then draw a card because he played a spell. So he draws 2 cards, and he's gonna end his turn not really sure what this rogue was thinking, because now, of course, I'm just gonna kill that Auctioneer. I'm gonna Ragnaros. I don't see a reason to play anything else, because at the end of my turn, when I end it, Ragnaros can do 8 damage directly. He doesn't need to wait. So I'm gonna attack him. This guy's gonna death rattle back into place, gonna attack for 2, end my turn, deal 8 damage directly, bringing him down to 11 life. So if this guy doesn't do anything next turn, he's dead, or I mean this turn. So this guy doesn't do anything. He's going to be Ragnaros to the face. He's going to take another 4/5 to the face, and I definitely got some stuff in my hand. So if he plays anything, I'm going to be able to kill it with the Siphoned Soul. I'll be able to attack him directly for 4 damage, and I've got 2 Arguses and a Molten Giant in my hand. So what are you going to do, Rogue? Another Auctioneer. Let's see if you're going to make big plays with this. Sap, return a card to my hand. I don't know why you wouldn't return Ragnaros. I don't know what the hell the point of that was. Unless you've got some super secret plan that I don't know about, that was retarded. If he ends his turn here, this game's over. I don't know what this guy's thinking. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Okay then, well, obviously we know this game's gonna end. How would I like this to end? I'm gonna mount. Should I Mountain Giant? I guess I'll Mountain Giant. And I'll throw a Defender of Argus in between those 2 just to let him know he's had a lot to deal with today. I'm going to kill the Auctioneer just so my Ragnaros can swing directly for 8 damage. And I think that's a pretty solid 0 right there. Well, again, I don't know if this deck is just so OP, it seems like these people suck, or that rogue just really didn't know how to play a rogue, but he was ranked 13, so I mean, that's not super low, but it's not super high. I mean, I don't know. It could be the deck. I've literally lost maybe 1 time with this deck out of the 15 to 20 games I've been playing with it, so it's pretty interesting. Anyway, heading into our 3rd game, let's see who we play. Another Druid, and his name is Mercifulness, and that's kind of funny because the Druid guy's name is Malfurion. So maybe he does this often. This hand is looking really solid. Got the Mountain Giant, Defender of Argus, and the Sun Fury Protector all in 1 turn. So this is very it's looking on the sunny side of things. And another Sun Fury Protector. Not sure what I'm gonna do with 3 cards in my hand that all give taunt, but I'm not gonna complain. The Iron Beak, so right now we're just waiting for the Sentry, and there it is, drawing the Sentry right when we called it, so awesome. This hand is just phenomenal. This is almost the Royal Flush hand I had with the that Murloc deck I built. Yeah, I won on turn 3 or something stupid like that. It was literally like the holy goddesses of hand with my Murloc deck. So since he still hasn't played anything, I'm just going to continue to sack 2, draw 1. Not a big deal. I know he's been using his passive to deal 1 damage, but I'm not really worried about it. I've got 2 Sentries in my hand. I've got 2 Sun Furies. I've got an Argus. I've got a Mountain Giant. I've got an Iron Beak. I've got Shadow. Oh my goodness gracious. This hand is just beautiful. Beautiful. So normally I could have played Mountain Giant, but I want him to waste all of his cards on my Ancient Watcher. Hey, I called it Ancient Watcher instead of a Sentry. But anyway, yeah, I know this Druid probably has some stuff in his hand to kill some high-level creatures, so I don't want to just throw out my Mountain Giant and to get slapped in the face with a Swipe or a Wraith or whatever he's got. So in hopes to use some of his CC, I played my Sentry. So he's going to play an Oracle, and I'm not really sure what kind of Druid deck he's running that would have the Oracle in there, but it's probably going to be pretty interesting. So I'm going to summon my Mountain Giant because he didn't waste anything, so maybe he doesn't have anything. I'm going to throw up my Sun Fury right next to her to give him the taunt, and then I'm going to attack directly with my other Sun Fury. And then my turn. So let's see what this Druid's got. He's got pretty much a full hand, so I'm sure he's got something to clear some field. Hopefully he can't kill all of my field, considering I do have an 8/8 on turn 5 and a 4/5, but we'll see what he's got. Starfall for 5. He's going to suicide with the Earthen, so that's a 2 for 1, and he's going to end his turn. So I've got close to a full hand, so I believe it might be a good idea to Twilight Drake. Yeah, what am I going to do? I could play another Watcher. I could sack 2, draw 1, see what I get. Yeah, I'm going to sack 2, draw 1 to get that extra card, and then I'm going to play my Twilight Drake so it could have 4/10 instead of that 4/9. Not that one health matters a lot, but still, it's not a bad gig. So now he's got to deal with a 4/10 this turn instead of an 8/8. So not so bad, but still an annoying card to try to kill. Oh my god, I Keep of the Grove. Everything I just worked for had been diminished in one single card. Oh Jesus. Now he's going to Wraith, kill it, and draw 1. So he pretty much gained card advantage over me with that by 1. So just drew another Mountain Giant. How exciting. I'm definitely going to be playing this, continuing to put the pressure on every turn. So it's been turn 4 was a Mountain Giant, turn 5 was a Mountain Giant, turn 4 was a 4/10, and another Mountain Giant, continuing to swing directly and ending my turn. So let's see how he's going to deal with this 9/9 now. Hopefully he can't get rid of it. I'm still not sure what kind of deck this Druid is running. Another spell damage. So oh man. Coin. If he plays another spell, I'm assuming it's a Druid spell power deck. Another spell, so I don't know. This deck is actually getting rid of most of my cards. He's been able to kill every huge creature I put on the field the turn after I played it in response to me playing it, which is really impressive for a Druid deck considering they're really, really low on CC. They don't have hexes, they don't have polymorphs, they have swipes, and they've got wraiths, and that's about it. They've got Force of Nature, but that's using physical creatures to get rid of cards instead of spells. So I'm just going to keep building up my defenses, keep putting the pressure down, making him have to get through my taunts, which is the whole point of this deck, is just to taunt up creatures and attack directly with them and have him have to kill those taunt creatures before attacking you directly. And in response to them killing the taunt creatures, they're killing themselves in the process. So it looks like it's another Starfall. So now he's going to do 3 damage to everybody, killing everybody but one person. How freaking annoying. And a Healing Touch, healing him back up to 20 health. Holy shit. He's going to draw 1 because of the Thalamus. He's going to kill off my Sentry and swing for 2 at the very end. Oh, how annoying. So I'm going to summon my Bloodhoof in hopes that he doesn't have a Silence, and I'm going to sack 2, draw 1. He's going to swing for 2. Youthful Brewmaster, bring it back to his hand. Oh god, he's gonna make me draw 2 more cards. I can't draw 2 more cards. My hand is full. Okay, he didn't play it. He didn't play it. Oh, and a Silence on the Bloodhoof, which I didn't want, and he's gonna make me draw 2 freaking more cards. So it's gonna get rid of my Shadow Bolt and my Coil. How annoying. To kill his field, since this guy's not gonna come back anyway, I'm just gonna attack directly. And then I can Shadow Flame him to blow up the entire field. I wish he would have come back, but he doesn't. So now I'm just going to summon my 8/8, heal myself up for 3. So now he has to deal with another 8/8 and a 3/3 while his field just got destroyed. So now we're even health. Card advantage is looking about the same. Big Game Hunter, holy shit, this guy has a response to everything I play. Another Healing Touch. You freaking priest. 25 health. In total, he's healed himself back up 16 life. That's broken. So I got a Faceless Manipulator when I didn't need one. That was probably a really stupid thing for me to play the Abomination, because now he can, oh man, because now he can just attack it with the Big Game Hunter and it's going to almost kill my Earthen Ring. I should have just played another Molten Giant or something. And, oh man, that was dumb. Yep, he's just going to do that. It's going to bring him down to 1 life. Now he can Harvest Golem, passive for 1, and kill my Earthen Ring. Or he can attack directly. I'm not sure what he's going to do. I would kill the Earthen Ring. Yep, he kills the Earthen Ring. And it's going to be the extent of his turn? Yes. So, back to my turn. Going to probably start off with the Twilight Drake, then follow up with the Molten Giant, and then I'm going to faceless that Molten Giant to make 2 Molten Giants. This guy has to now get rid of a 4/9, an 8/8, another 8/8, and if he plays any huge creatures, I'm going to get rid of them. So for the love of God, hopefully don't freaking clear my field. I am tired of this Druid, this spell-powered Druid killing everything I play every turn. He's had a response to everything. Everything. Wild Pyromancer. Alright. Okay. What are you going to do with that? Swipe again. This is his second swipe now. Oh my god. Oh my god. And if he... Oh, and a neutralize now. He's going to kill the 8/6. I'm going to draw 2 more cards, which I thank you. We still have an 8/3. And now he's going to kill it with this Harvest Golem. Man, does this guy have everything planned out? This guy is actually a worthy opponent now. I'm going to have to... I'm on my toes. Just kidding, I'm not on my toes. Because this guy only has 4 cards in hand, and I have what looks to be 9. So, I'm going to coil this, what's left of the Harvest Golem, play Ragnaros. I'd swing for 4. I would play my Soulfire, but there's not a point because it would only bring him down to 3 health left. So, next turn, if he can't kill my field, he is... a defeat is looking in his nature. So, for the love of God, I bet he's going to kill my Ragnaros. Watch, he's just going to somehow, with 5 cards in his hand, after he's used all his CC, kill my Ragnaros. Oh, if he Force of Natures, oh, okay. Woo! I thought that was a Savage Roar Force of Nature. I was about to just throw my computer across the room. That'd be a bunch of bullshit right there. I actually might, oh man, he's making me draw too many cards. His whole plan was to deck me out. So, he's going to clear my entire field. I've got no more cards in my deck, so I have to end this game either next turn or I lose. It's pretty much been down to that. So I'm going to draw a card. Yeah, I take 2 damage. Oh, Jesus. Now I'm down to 5. Okay. So I'm going to Earthen Ring, heal myself. No, I'm not going to heal myself. I've got 2 Soulfires. Oh, thank God I didn't get rid of my other Soulfire. And that's game. Woo! I didn't see those 2 Soulfires in my hand until after I almost played the Earthen Ring. So it looks like this deck came out on top with 3 whole freaking wins in a row. With that comes the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You got to see a little gameplay about this deck, or on this deck. If you have any questions, concerns, comments you'd like to make, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Likes and dislikes are welcome. If you didn't like the video, let me know. Dislike it. If you did, throw a like. It always helps. It shows me you guys are enjoying these videos I'm making. Also, if you'd like to see any particular videos in Hearthstone or League of Legends, or any videos you'd like to see in general on games that you see on our channel, just shoot me a comment, even a message. Say, hey, I would like to see this from you. It'd be really cool, and I will gladly get on making that video. Because remember, guys, these are for you. They're not for me. Actually, they might be for me. I go on at night and watch all my videos. Just kidding. I don't actually do that. Maybe I do. I don't. Okay. With that said, wrapping up, like I said at the end of this video, thank you guys for watching. It's really awesome for all the support you guys give, even though I asked for it. But it's nice anyway. So, with that, I'm Rob with INN Gaming, and happy whatever the hell day it is.